If you have been wondering how to get started on LinkedIn in 2026, this is the only video you are going to need to watch. Not only am I going to break down 9 beginner steps to get started on LinkedIn in 2026, if you are already using the platform, I'm also going to lay out a few things you have to make sure that you are doing in order to get the most out of the platform. So if you are ready to get started on LinkedIn in 2026, lock it. After training 150,000 professionals on LinkedIn and training 1,000 companies on utilizing LinkedIn for lead generation, these are the 9 things that I make sure everybody does in order to leverage LinkedIn the right way. And of course, there's a million things you could potentially do on LinkedIn, but these are the only 9 you need to focus on right now. First and foremost, you want to customize your LinkedIn URL. This is one of the easiest credibility boosters that you can make. When you sign up for an account on LinkedIn, LinkedIn gives you a default LinkedIn URL. Usually it's linkedin.com/in/ a few letters and numbers. So the default that LinkedIn gives you is pretty messy and very random. We want to clean this up, make sure it looks professional. So I want you to head to LinkedIn, click on Me, scroll down to View Profile. On the right-hand side of that page, you will see where it says Public Profile and URL. Click the pencil button and update the back end to customize your URL. I suggest this is your first and last name, or you can also make it more SEO searchable by putting something like SEO Marketer, for example. But first and last name works really well. If that is already taken, customize it to still look professional. The second thing you want to do is update your visuals. That is specifically your headshot and your banner. Your visuals are the first impression that people get from your profile. So here you want to put your best foot forward. Invest in getting a professional headshot done. There are so many affordable options out there, but as a career professional and as a business owner, you should have a really good headshot for anything you're going to utilize it for. If you don't want to go out and get a professional photo done, you can also utilize AI-generated headshots. Essentially, the AI tool will take a photo of you and put it in a professional setting to make it look professional. You could utilize a tool like Gemini, where you upload your photo, give it a specific prompt, and then it's going to output a really professional photo. I saw a post about this on LinkedIn by MJ Jandal. I'm going to link it in the description of this video. He gives you very specific prompts to use, utilizing Gemini, Nano Banana in order to create your AI headshot. It's really powerful. I know a ton of people that have utilized it, but I liked this post because it gives you the exact prompts that you can use. So check the link in the description for that prompt. So now you have a great headshot, which is the first one. Think then about your banner. So your banner sits directly behind your headshot. The moment somebody lands on your LinkedIn profile, they're going to see this big banner. So you want to make sure that it is custom and that it is branded. If you are an entrepreneur, founder, business owner, you could utilize this as a billboard. So you could use your company's logo, a tagline. You could even put a special offer that you have. For example, links to a free lead magnet. Mention that in your banner. So the moment people land on your profile, they can know that you have free value in your LinkedIn profile. It is prime real estate, so don't miss out on the opportunity to leverage your banner to make sales. Next, if you are a career professional, you can utilize your banner to just say something more about you and add some color, personality, a little bit of extra layer to your profile. Some professional things that work really well are a skyline or your favorite quote. You can even take a look at free tools like canva.com or unsplash.com that give you access to thousands of LinkedIn banners and pick whichever is your favorite. Step number 3. Create a targeted headline. Your headline is what people see. One, when you comment on LinkedIn or you create a post, they see your profile photo and they see your headline. It is also one of the most highly searchable areas of your LinkedIn profile. So you really want to be strategic of what you put in your headline. I recorded other videos on my channel about the headline, so I'll link them below. But there are really 2 ways you can approach creating a headline on LinkedIn. And this is for 2026 specifically and beyond. The first type of headline is what we call the authority headline. This is perfect for founders and leaders that want to showcase specific credibility. Also, if you are a job seeker or career professional, I would opt for this headline as well. Essentially, you are going to list specific keywords that tell us what you do, what your specialty is, what industry you are in, and what you want to be found for on LinkedIn. For example, my headline on my profile is an authority headline. My headline says, LinkedIn authority expert, award-winning marketing leader, global speaker and trainer, co-founder at Pima, Inc. 5000, Success Magazine Top Woman of Influence. So you can see I've listed 1, specific keywords that I want to be found for. LinkedIn authority expert, speaker, and trainer. Those are things that I want people to find me for on LinkedIn. I've also listed unique value or specific awards recognition that I've gotten to build my authority. So I've mentioned the Inc. 5000 and other awards that I've received. So here's a great place to fill your headline with specific targeted keywords that you want to be found for, and add an extra layer of authority and credibility by listing out maybe specific awards, accomplishments, or achievements that you have achieved. Option number 2 for a headline is what we call the outcome-driven headline. This is the perfect headline for attracting leads and clients through LinkedIn, whether you are a freelancer, entrepreneur, or founder. The outcome-driven headline uses this simple framework. For example, I help executives, which is the persona, actively or passively invest in apartments, their dream outcome, without taking another course. So if somebody is an executive that wants to learn how to invest in assets or real estate, that headline would attract them, pique their interest, and get them to take the next step. So your goal with your headline should be to identify, am I option 1 or option 2? And then create a value-driven, keyword-specific headline depending on your goal on LinkedIn. And again, I will link another video that I recorded specifically on LinkedIn headlines in the description of this video so you can get some more information and take the next steps with your headline. The fourth beginner step to get started on LinkedIn is to update your About section with stories and outcomes. Your About section is the place where people learn more about you. And the only way that you get somebody to read your entire About section is to, 1, captivate their attention in the first few lines that you get. I mean, the average attention span is about 3 seconds before somebody moves on. So to get somebody to stay on your profile, read your About section, and learn more about you, you have to make it captivating. Do not make your LinkedIn About section like your resume summary. And founders and entrepreneurs, do not make this like a long bio that nobody wants to read. This is my exact 5-step framework that I teach all my clients to do with their About sections. Here it is. First, start with a one-liner hook or the beginning of a story. This could be your favorite quotes, the start of a story to pique interest, and really get people to read your About section. Just remember, the first goal with your About section is to get people to stay and read more. Then you want to give people a day-to-day overview of what you do in your role or in your business. This helps bridge the gap between your story and what you are doing right now. Then add in a personal passion or fun fact. This could be something like, I love to hike on weekends, or in my spare time, you will find me researching all things AI. Your About section should humanize your profile and allow people to learn a little bit more about you. Then I want you to list some career highlights. These could be 3 to 5 bullet points of what you've achieved in your career or in your life thus far. List awards, specific measurable results, achievements that you have garnered along the way. This adds credibility and authority to your profile. And last but not least, end with a clear call to action on the step you want people to take next after reading your profile. This could be as simple as, let's connect if you are interested in learning more about investing in real estate. That was a lot of information. If you want a done for you prompt, here it is on the screen. Screenshot it, add it to ChatGPT, answer a few questions, and it's going to output the perfect About section for your LinkedIn profile. So that prompt says, you are a LinkedIn branding expert. Write a professional, approachable About section for my LinkedIn profile using this 5-part formula. 1, a one-liner hook. 2, day-to-day overview. 3, personal passion or fun fact. 4, career highlights with 3 to 5 bullets. Use metrics if possible. And 5, call to action. Ask me questions to personalize it. So if you copy and paste that exact prompt into ChatGPT, it's going to output a list of questions that you need to answer so that the About section that it creates for you is 100% custom to you, to your life, your achievements, and your goal. The output is going to be so good, so thank me later. And one more thing on that, make sure you add some white space within your About section. I like to have 1-sentence paragraphs and leave white space in between so it doesn't look like a huge block of text that nobody is going to read. That's an important one for your About section. Number 5 is to add your experience. So overall, you want to treat your LinkedIn profile like your online resume. Give people some background into what you are doing now. Include your job title, the company you are working with, dates, and descriptions, meaning what are you doing in your role? And I want you to do this not only for your current role, but from previous roles as well. Remember, a resume shows your career history. Now, you don't have to go too far back if you are a more seasoned, experienced professional. Give about the last 10 to 15 years of experience on your LinkedIn profile. If you want to give it all, you can absolutely. But this is just an overview of your entire career history, and make sure to give us descriptions as well of what you did and what you achieved in those roles. A pro tip here is to link the specific company that you are working with or have worked with in the past as you are creating your experience section. The moment you start to type out the name of the company, you should see the LinkedIn company page of that specific organization pop up. Definitely select that, because not only does it open you up to your network and people that are currently or previously employed with that company, it also makes your LinkedIn profile a little bit more credible because the specific company pages will start to show up on your LinkedIn profile. If you are still here, still tracking with me with the 9 beginner steps to get started on LinkedIn, I want you to leave me a comment and say 2026, so I know you're still tracking. All right, let's get into the last 4 things I want you to update inside of your LinkedIn profile to get started on LinkedIn in 2026. Number 6 is to add your skills. As you are updating certain parts of your LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn is going to prompt you to add skills throughout. For example, when you add your experience section in, certain skills are going to pop up. Make sure that you select specific skills that are related to the jobs and the functions that you are performing. This is also a great time to stop and reflect on what skills you have established throughout your career. List as many skills here as possible, and be sure to pin specific skills that you want visible on the front end of your profile. If you're a job seeker, make sure that these skills line up with skills that your ideal target job title are looking for. This is a key step. Number 7, optimize your featured section. Now, the featured section of your profile sits right beneath your about section. But as you notice on your LinkedIn profile, it takes up quite a bit of space. This is where you can add media, photos, external links directly to your LinkedIn profile. Think of this as an opportunity to showcase more about who you are, what you're doing, and the next steps you want people to take after viewing your profile. If you are a founder and you are looking to generate leads from LinkedIn, this is a great place to put external lead magnets or even a link to your website. If you are a career professional, maybe you want to showcase your portfolio or link to an article that you wrote. Your featured section helps to build authority and credibility, so utilize this wisely. And please do not leave it blank. Some ideas for this section are lead magnets, speaker decks, case studies, media features, wins, offers, and more. And I often get asked, Cindy, should I link my resume directly on my LinkedIn profile? And my expert opinion is you should not. Your LinkedIn profile functions as your resume, and if you build it out really well and with intention, it has all the information that a recruiter or hiring manager needs to see. And trust me, if they want your resume, they will definitely message you to ask for it. So do not just put your resume on your LinkedIn profile. Take the time to build out your LinkedIn profile as a resume, so you do not need to link your resume to your featured section. Number 8, utilize strategic keywords. So following up on my last point, which is you don't have to put your resume on your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile should serve as your resume if you are a job seeker, career professional, etc. But the key here is, in order to get found for roles and opportunities on LinkedIn, your profile needs to be keyword searchable. That simply means 1, knowing what keywords you want to be found for. Is it a specific job title or position like a speaker or trainer? Then adding these strategic keywords throughout your profile. I like to think about 3 to 5 strategic keywords that I want to be found for and adding them in these specific sections. My headline, about section, experience, and skills. Always remember that LinkedIn is a search engine. And when the keyword shows up throughout your profile, when a recruiter, hiring manager, potential client searches for that keyword on LinkedIn, you want to make sure your profile shows up in the search. And the way that you do that is by making your profile keyword searchable. Always remember, keywords make you discoverable. So always ensure that your profile has very specific keywords that you want to be found for on LinkedIn. And that takes me into number 9, a beginner step to get started on LinkedIn, and that is to build your network intentionally. LinkedIn is a professional networking platform. So one thing that you have to be doing strategically on LinkedIn is actively growing your network. If you are a beginner on LinkedIn, your first goal should be to get to 500 plus connections. Why is that? The moment you get to 500 connections, it is an instant authority and credibility builder. Your LinkedIn profile will change from, say, 369 connections to 500 plus connections. And just in the world of LinkedIn, that instantly just boosts your profile and builds your credibility. So you may be thinking, Cindy, how do I get to 500 plus connections? Here's a few tips. Connect with current colleagues and former colleagues. Connect with family members, friends, people in your immediate circle. Then start to branch out to clients, industry peers, and people that work at companies that you are interested in. Another way to grow your network is by actively posting content as well as engaging like likes and comments on other people's posts. Comments boost your visibility, and the more visible you are on the LinkedIn platform, the more your connection count and followers are going to grow. And there you have it. Those were my 9 beginner tips on how to get started on LinkedIn in 2026. Let's recap them. First, customize your LinkedIn URL. Second, update your visuals like your headshot and your banner. Next, create a targeted headline. Use option 1 to build authority, or the second option, which is a very specific outcome-driven headline. Update your about section with a story and specific outcomes. Number 5, add your experience and list out your career history. Number 6, add your skills. 7, optimize your featured section. Add specific media and use this as a way to build authority and allow people to take the next steps with you. 8, use strategic keywords sprinkled throughout your LinkedIn profile. And number 9, build your network intentionally. If and only if you found this video useful, give it a like. It helps so much. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I talk all things LinkedIn, tutorials, tips, how to level up on the platform, and I don't want you to miss a beat. I drop a new video every week and I don't want you to miss it. Okay, this is Cindy Dodd, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.